Here's Gary. Let's give it up for Gary one more time.
Sorry. Hi, Gary Wu again. Very happy to talk about IT and AI. So my topic will focus on AI first in a macroeconomic sense to start. Then we can talk about what is really IT. Because we keep hearing that it's a revolution, right? Is it? Is IT, internet, a revolution or an evolution? Now it's not moving. So, I think we're so fast in jumping into the actual technology, which in turn, we don't define them correctly. When you have no definition, when you always use adjectives and adverbs, I come from a triple E background, like most of my Indian friends, right? We're all triple E'd up. You know why we study triple E, right? Is to make sure we have a job. Because triple E has 4 jobs, right? Electrical engineer, electronic engineer, hardware engineer, software engineer. You will always get hired, right? And plus, with all those thermodynamics, which I hate with my life, you are trained in logic, in math. So, in my company, all my staff knows, when you talk to Gary, don't use adjectives or adverbs. Gary will come down on you so hard. Gary will say, I don't understand what you just said. I don't. What kind of word is that? Is that the adjective or adverb? If you say that, you're going to get fired. You know why? Because it has no logic. Oh, a lot, a few. I said, I don't understand. Is it one? Is it a lot? Or 10 is a few? It's all in relative. Only in math. Definition, based on a math model, in a simple calculator for use in a modulation, systematization, closed loop, like Costco. Like Costco hot dog, right? Have we all had Costco hot dog? $1.50, right? With a drink. With a drink, right? You're very happy, right? You see, I drive a Rolls Royce to Costco, eat that. Is it because I have no money? No, it's such a instant gratification, right? You got a $10 hot dog and drink, actually $12 from Nathan's, right? You got it for $1.90. You know what I do when I'm in Newport Beach? Because they have Newport Beach in that little area. They have 4 Costco. My happiest time in Irvine is like I'm a mile from Costco. So even I drove a Rolls Royce or Bentley or whatever I drive, I always go there just for, every day go there. Instant gratification. I eat a slice of pizza and a hot dog. I can even drink cold things. So I threw the cup away. So I have a nice hot dog and a slice of pizza for $3 something, right? Then right away, I'm very happy. I might even, but I go to Costco 4 times a week. For what? Why am I, as a big CEO, go to Costco, shop myself? Ask my staff, right? They say, Gary lives at Costco. That's why people has called me the Costco of real estate. What does that mean? Why am I in Costco? I always say, there are only 4 companies in the whole world that is a good company. Number 1, Costco. Number 2, CarMax. Number 3, In-N-Out Burger. Number 4, Starbucks. Why do I say that? I can say that. You know why? The founder CEO, my mentor, Austin Lingon of CarMax, he Nobody, do you guys know where CarMax? Do you know CarMax, right? Do you know where CarMax come from? It's a spin-off. Rick and Austin. Rick was the CEO of Circuit City. Austin was number 2 at Circuit City. They decide to spin the company out. To say, Rick said to Austin was the strategic VP. Austin Lingon, born in Austin, Texas, went to UT, then Yale. He was smart. You know why? He married a Chinese girl. No, not just that. From Thailand. Her family, number 5, richest family in Thailand. You know what they did when they graduated together from Yale MBA? They went to Bangkok, took over the family's number 1 Chinese restaurant in Bangkok. I made it profitable. You know what they sold? Here's the round face, red cheek Texan from Austin, Texas, in Thailand with his wife. You know what they did? How did they make it profitable? Wild guess.
Hot dogs.
Close. What did they sell? Close. What did they sell? Chinese restaurant. Please. Chinese restaurant. Come on, guys. Huh? No. Chinese, that's Japanese. Anyone? Sasha? Chinese, please. Joyce, what they sold? No, something that she's Cantonese, okay? You should know. If you don't know, you're fired. 月饼。哎 Lynn, 月饼, you know that? What do you mean you don't know? You ate at least 100 times. Mooncakes. Remember mooncakes? They sold mooncakes. Become back to the most profitable restaurant in the whole Thailand. Of course, as the 5th richest family, do they really care about the restaurant? But so Austin Lingon, being a white boy from Texas, made a success in Thailand. So he mentored me. I have the uttermost respect because when I was lecturing at the Yale Serial Conference at Waldorf, so he was down there. I was Volvo Group Vice President in charge of merger acquisition. I thought it was just big shot, right? But this is the CEO conference at Waldorf by Yale. So I was a nobody, right? But still, I was Keynote. So he was sitting down. I ran him into the bar with a Wharton professor. So he said, the Wharton professor, you don't know Austin? You don't know? I had no idea what CarMax was. So here's the founder CEO. I think at that time, he was worth about 600 million, not too much. Now he's, I don't know, about 3, 4, 5 billion. Who's counting, right? So he mentored me 5 years. Initially, he asked me, Gary, you're young. I was in my early 40s, vice president, Volvo globally, in charge of merger acquisition, friends with Crown Princess Victoria. I should put my picture with Crown Princess Victoria. I'm with the Crown Princess walking on, all the suites walk behind me, right? I don't know if you guys remember, there was a wooden boat that sailed around the world in 2006 called the Gothenburg. Do you remember? Anyone? They went around the world. It stopped in India, stopped in China, stopped in Spain, Italy, New York, Brisbane, everywhere. I made Volvo pay $70 million for it. The boat. And the suite, they want to make sure the boat, every nail, every piece of wood was made the original way. So it took them, I don't know, like 15 years to complete a stupid wooden boat and cost 100 million krona. I always say these Swedes are the nicest yet dumbest people. not dumb, but, nicest. When you're that nice, when you have Chinese visitor, like in the hotel lobby wouldn't leave, the police doesn't know what to do with them. You know what they did? They took them to the church sanctuary. Then you know what the couple and the 2 kids did? On Chinese news, they said the police threw them, on the West. What do we have? What do we have with our churches? What else we have with the church next to the church? What do we have? Traditionally, Europe, Right. So the news, the biggest number one news in China is Swedish police threw Chinese visitor to the cemetery. That was the number one. So whole China was upset. The Chinese ambassador went to talk to the foreign minister of Sweden. And the Sweden, nice Swedes are like, huh? What? But whole China said, even Sweden was the first Western country to recognize China, even though we hate Sweden now. See how this world, without definition, without math, the same thing can be construed, not even construed. It just happened to fall, right? The Swedish cops, policemen, were so nice, right? Because Sweden, the most socialist country in the world, used to be the richest, not anymore. You know why? Can anyone guess at the highest tax rate? Sweden. What was the rate? Any guess? 85. Good guess. Not enough. Not enough. 90. Not enough. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. 108. 108. 108. Meaning you make money, you got to pay it back more. That was Sweden. So when I was a Volvo, coming from China, right, like you guys from India, we don't understand what that means, right? Like that's why people, all the tennis players, like Mats Wilander, Edberg, everybody, including Becker from Germany, they all immigrate to where? When you really have money, where do you go in Europe? Huh? Monte Carlo. He's right. When you don't have money, you go to Spain or Ireland. When you have money, Monte Carlo. So all of them, who's going to stay in Sweden and pay the 108% of taxes? That's socialism. We're not going to talk about politics, but for all our foreign friends outside of U.S., that's what we're doing here now in California. You make money, that's a crime. You don't have money, you can rob up to $1,000, you're a hero. What kind of country are we? My foreign fellow, I can be American or, foreigner like you. I can be an Indian, right? From Bangalore, right? I used to be in charge of our factory there. So, I'm going to go to India, my friends, for 4 speaking engagement in all the cities, Bangalore, Mumbai. So starting on April 8th, okay? You'll see this stupid face all over India too. So, my staff always say, whatever PPT, like our nice technical guy, always worry about Gary's PPT. Where the hell is Gary's PPT? Last second, still, at this morning, my speaking arrangement initially was 9:10. At 9:45, me and Joyce walked in. We still don't have any page of PPT done. You know what she said, Joyce? She said, how many minutes I have? Only 10. You see, I haven't even run my first page. So she always said, why do we even do PPT for Gary, right? What is the use? So today, I don't even get to talk about AI. Because we have to define what we're talking about, right? So initially, they were going to give me an hour. I was kind of happy. So finally, Gary gonna kind of finish a PPT. So they shortened it to 25. So I'm sorry, I might get to the third page if you're lucky. But what I'm saying is, Arthur Gong, Circuit City, no, he was, after he came back from Thailand with his wife, they have 2 kids. First one, a boy, went to the best school, #1 ranked private school, #1 ranked high school, then Stanford. And he was the loser of the 2. Daughter, equestrian national junior champ, double citizenship, US and Thailand. She went to the #1 equestrian. So top 3 equestrian school, Virginia, #1. All Olympian goes there. #2, Duke. #3, Stanford, right? So, and I don't know our foreign guests, if you want your kids to go to any school, like if they're less than 12-year-old, come to Gary. We make sure, not Harvard though. You know why not Harvard? Right now in the US, you say your kids went to Harvard? We're all gonna say, what? Harvard? Are you crazy? You know why? I'm not gonna talk about it. Read the news. I tell you one thing, the Chinese and the Indians are the 2 richest race. Indian #1, average income #1. #2, Chinese. #3, white. But the Indian and Chinese vote 1 Indian, 70% Democrat. So you make the most money and you vote for them to raise taxes on you. That's really smart. I'm sure you went to India Institute of Technology, right? The best school in India, right? That's how you calculate. I make money, tax me, please. Let's get to 108%. Let's make sure those people get free $1,000. Make sure they have enough coming from your pocket, right? That's why California, with the most Indian, most Chinese, Indians at the top, occupy, look at how many Indian CEOs in the Fortune 500 rank only behind the whites. No, #1, American. But look at the American. Even in the American CEOs, there are some Indians. #2, #1 American, #2 British, #3 Indians, 55 in the Fortune 500 in the world. Impressive. But you guys, just stupid like us, well, Chinese. I'm Chinese. People know I don't like Chinese. I don't like people from only one area, like Joyce. Joyce is our only Chinese, employee or team member. You know why? She and I has the same last name. So they think she's my wife, sister, or daughter. But actually, we have no relation. But when we call utility, they will say, do you want to add your wife to the account? Me and Joyce always say, sure. You know why? So no trouble, right? She's handling all the payment, all the thing. I said, great. So for convenient, we do a little white lie, right? It's not really a lie. They said it. I didn't say it. They said, you add your wife? Sure. That's all I said. I didn't say it was Joyce, right? So technically, I'm sorry, just a joke. So what I'm saying, how many minutes I have? How many minutes? 5? Okay. See, we're into Q&A, not even a page. I'm sorry, guys. So again, let me at least finish Arthur Gong's story, right? So Arthur Gong, when he first at Waldorf, ran into, he said, like I saw this round face Texan, right, with red cheeks, and talk very like a Texan, very straight with a Texan, accent. Do you guys know my nickname? It's Gary, the Texan Wu. People always say, oh, what? You? So are you from Texas? No. Have you ever lived in Texas? No. Why are you the Texan? I'm not going to tell you here because I will get arrested if I continue, right? So that's my nickname. So what we do, he did. He said, Gary, I asked him, Austin, my speech there, okay, is much more proud than this one. You know why? The dean of Yale School said in front of everybody, said, in our lifetime, we hear a few great speeches. Today is one of them. I was like, me? So I do agree. My topic there? China versus US. That was like 2007. So 17 years ago. So I said China versus US. If both was a company, how they will cooperate and how they will be against each other. If you look at the PPT, you will see how right I was, or I am. That's how you win. That's how we ask our staff, our net profit on our mentions. So I'm not promoting our mention. I'm just making more. Our net profit, our CFO sitting right there, okay? Sasha. Our in charge of administration here, Joyce. Our bookkeeper. Our net profit, when I was, actually, guys, I was sick for 23 months and 10 days. I only got up. I look okay. In 3 months, I look bad. You know why? I only got up from 23 months and 10 days, December 29th, 2023. So I'm only up about 80 days. I was laying there. Joyce kept me alive. I was almost dead 35 times. So I think I look okay. After 23 months, bedridden, 80 days, I look okay. I can dance to Blackpink, right? So Austin said, Gary, do you know who's our competition? CarMax. Anyone? CarMax direct competition. What Austin Lingon said. Anyone? So this is our Q&A section, okay? This is our Q&A section. Anyone? Great. AutoNation. AutoNation. When CarMax, Rick, and Austin together gave pharmaceutical inject CarMax with $300 million. AutoNation, looking at CarMax, got $3 billion. It's 2 Harvard cases, okay? Harvard case, go online, get the first CarMax case first. Then read the second one. Don't go the reverse. You wouldn't understand the whole story. If you read the second one, you don't understand. Read the first one. You know what happened? So Austin started the first store in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, first store. Not a big city, right? Does anyone even know where Richmond, Virginia is at? Huh? Yes. 1 billion people, right? It's okay, right? It's just okay. You can say it's a mid-sized southern city, right? Huh? So Austin's out there, facing AutoNation, 3 billion versus 300 million. Austin lead his team, beat AutoNation 2 years. AutoNation lost 2 billion, 1 billion left. That's caused with that attack when CarMax is young, caused CarMax to lose money the first 7 years. Well, because it's like a fight. The other guy have 10 times. Remember Art of War? Sun Tzu said, when you have 10 times of the others, you attack. Austin's army was like 1/10. He didn't even have a position to defend, but he was so great. He was Marriott's strategic vice president group at age 38. He was my mentor. How lucky was I, right? 5 years, hand to hand. So he taught me this, okay? Because my time ran out. They took away 35 minutes from me and you, right? So that's why I start with not even a page, right? Was I on cover page? Not even, right? Okay. So maybe they gave me another hour in another, area so we can continue. So Austin said, our biggest competition is Costco. Those hot dogs, those roast chicken, it's your competition. Isn't that the car? Does anyone know the number one seller of vehicle in the US today? Who is it? The number one by number of vehicles sold in the US. Whom? Huh? No. I'm not talking about the model. I'm talking about the business, like a dealer, like AutoNation. No, that's manufacturer. I'm talking about business, dealership, store, like Havana or like CarMax. Who is it? That's my last question, okay? We'll leave the rest to Bangalore. So if you want to hear the rest of the presentation, come to Bangalore or Bombay. Or, I'm going to Lisbon. You want to go there too? Then I'm going to Lisbon, Bombay, Bangalore, Chengdu, China, Beijing, China, Kyoto, back to LA, and back to Vegas. So, that's my, I don't know, next 20 days, right? My team doesn't even know yet. They just heard it from me because I decided this morning in the shower. But who knows? All my Indian friends, right? Everybody come up and say, one Indian friend, see, he will follow me from LA to India and take care of me on the plane, make sure Gary doesn't die or something, or Gary run away. I said, thank you, but you're a guy. Why do I need you, right? Just kidding. So Costco is their competition. Why? Because Costco at the moment now, look back, when was that? That was 80-something when they started CarMax, okay? Costco is their number one competitor. You know why? Costco is currently the number one seller of vehicles in the United States. Do you know that? Did you know that? That was the end of my presentation, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Gary, I don't know what kind of coffee that you have this morning, but I want 2 cups, please. Just water. Oh. Give it up one more time for Gary. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, what a character. He was so fun.